Oh man, the wetness is back. That's the difference in what it was like last night and what it's like this morning, just because of the dew. And there's some like pink color in the sky. Feels like for the longest time on this trail, every 4 days there's another storm. Probably hasn't been that long at all. It's maybe happened 3 times in total. This will be the 4th maybe, but I gotta get out of here before it pours. I don't think it's supposed to pour until the AM though, but there'll be some tonight or this evening, I think. This is Kent, Connecticut. This is the river road that I'll be walking later because it's the trail in 5 miles, 4 miles. But instead of walking it now, the Appalachian Trail took me up here and I go up and down and up and down and up and down. And then I go to the road. Why can't I just walk the road now? Also, that's a nice pair of ultras. What are they doing up there? Maybe they're not ultras. But, hey, I'm really amazed at the mental gymnastics my mind will go through to make sense of why the heck I'm walking here instead of the road. It's really not that big of a deal, but like the initial climb was really steep and I'm really tired, and so I was like, why am I doing this? And yeah, just like theories were coming up. I was like, maybe if I'd taken the road I would have gotten hit by a car. Maybe because I am taking the climb, I'm gonna meet someone. There might be trail magic that maybe I'd otherwise miss, or maybe it's an opportunity to make a new friend, or like maybe this is what the trail gods demand. Then I thought like all of those inquiries were really serious, and then I came across the trail god one and I was like, oh yeah, this is a joke. And then I was like, huh, like how interesting that we search for like external validation to the choices we make. And that helps us make meaning of our life. And I think kind of the reality is like, well, there's not really much meaning for the reason, or there's not much meaning for being up here as opposed to being down there, other than the meaning that I decide to attribute to it myself. And that's a lot harder. I feel like maybe life is like that in a lot of ways. It's like very tempting to reach out to parents or partners or deity or culture at large to like validate why we are the way we are. And I think maybe the reality is that the hard work, but maybe the better work is just to realize that maybe there's not that external validation that would make us feel so comfortable. Maybe you just decided to go up this hill because you were grumpy and stubborn. I should have taken the road, man. This sucks. Oh man, sometimes on this trail you just go straight down. These are the St. John's ledges. And the trail builders did a pretty crazy job. I'm here at the hiker parking, and there's the best trail magic ever. Adirondack chairs. Not any Adirondack chairs, but the same Adirondack chair that my parents have had at their home since my whole childhood. So I'm like, all I have to do is close my eyes and I'm home. Cool. See, this is so nice. It's kind of raining though, which is a bummer. But man, got a long way to go today. I feel anxious about it because of the rain, and just to cruise like this instead of going up and down for the last 5 miles. It's nice that it's happening now. I am thankful. Rich! That's a nice house. Rich! We're back into climbing again. And down at the Riverwalk, I walked with a guy named Jim and his dog named Kit. And Jim was super cool and very kind and fun to talk to. And Kit looked like a fox. So it's a fitting name. And yeah, that brightened my day a lot. And also, I had turned my phone off airplane mode, not realizing that Jim and Kit were around the corner, and so didn't end up checking my phone. And then when I got back to it, realized that like multiple people had answered text messages or texted me organically. And that is so happy. I feel like this is definitely my experience. Maybe it's not everyone's, but I spend all day alone, walking, thinking about my life. And so I think about all the people I care about quite a bit while I'm out here, because I'm not distracted by going to the grocery store or answering this email or the next thing or whatever. And so I text people and they don't always text me back. That makes me kind of sad. And then I really appreciate it when people text me, because I'm bored out of my mind. And it's nice to be thought of. A real water crossing. I could cry. It's beautiful. I didn't make it. I went up here, went over there, and here. I was gonna try, I don't know, get over there maybe. And now I have one freedom foot, which means I can go back there and pretty much guarantee get over. So life's good. That was not a passing grade. Oh. It's so funny walking with one wet foot and one dry foot. That's like a pretty unfamiliar experience, I think, for me. And it's so nice to finally feel like I'm somewhere. Like, there's no bridge. I'm in nature. Granted, there's this great trail, but still. You can always find a way. There's like, look at that. Log, log, dry feet. There are layers of beaver dams. That's cool. Hey! Cool bridge. More river. I think it's probably time to get off trail. Look at the flood. So cool. It's been precipitating in New England, and that's meant snow in the mountains and lots of water between them. And I'm from Maine, so there's no reason to suffer when I can just make time to do it more enjoyably later. So yeah, the way to get off trail has certainly been on the mind. It's Easter weekend coming up. Today's Wednesday. Might not make it home for that, but it also might be time. So we'll see. This is really cool. This whole like foundation area. New England has charm. Big flow.
It has been 33 miles and we are passing the shelter to go to the next one. This is another 8 miles away. So yeah, here we go, 40. First and only one of the trip. I generally don't like doing big mile days. And I know that. Yeah, that's all with perspective. It's gonna be a spot to be in the next 3 hours. Here we go, nighttime. Phone is charged. My headlamp broke, so we're gonna be doing the phone flashlight. And doing more tonight means an easier tomorrow. I will see Jolly, and I will get off trail. Is the plan at this point. And I think I'm okay with that, but I'm more than ready for the big mind F that is anytime one gets off trail. So yeah, we'll see. This is a very pretty place to be. Wow. Here's the best view of the state. That's gorgeous. It is 7:35 and the darkness has arrived. I have, I think, 5 miles left. I will be there by 9:15, 9:20. Someone's still got their, oh my gosh. There's a Christmas tree in there. It's beautiful. The view.